Camera roll, light check, sound check, intro, start on 2. 1, 2. Welcome to Knightline with your host Jerry Middleton and analyst Rick Fletcher. Knightline is filmed on the campus of Northeastern High School. Let's join Jerry and Rick in the West Wing for tonight's show. Welcome to Knightline, episode 2. And I'm Jerry Middleton, and joining me today is, usual, analyst Rick Fletcher. Rick?
I'm doing fabulous, Jerry. That's what you're asking me, right?
I know. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, we've got football, volleyball. Everybody's playing now.
We got it all.
And we got a lot of results. And plus, Jerry, we have a very special announcement that you're going to allude to right now.
Well, starting on September the 5th at 7 o'clock, Knightline goes live.
Yeah, so we've been in high-level meetings this morning with our executive producer, Steve Luby.
In a bunker deep, deep below the Northeastern School.
And we're trying to work out all the details of this. And I'm excited about this. I think it's going to be great. We're thinking these live streams are going to be probably an hour in length or so. And we're going to try to do some different things. We don't know what we're going to do yet, but it'll come to us.
Well, and to see these live streams, they're going to be on YouTube and Facebook.
Yep. So what you do... for the Knightline only live streams, you go to Facebook and you search Northeastern Northeastern Live Stream, and send a friend request, and that's like a subscription.
Yep.
Or on YouTube, do the same thing in the search line, search Northeastern Live Streams, and subscribe. And you'll get notifications as when those live streams are live, or they'll automatically be posted to YouTube anyways, and you can see the replay.
Now, that's only going to be for the Knightline / Knights of the Round Table.
Right.
Now, for all games we're going to be broadcasting, you still have to go to ihsaatv.org.
Right.
And type in Northeastern on the search, and it will come up, and you get all the games there.
Yeah. So, but our hope is we want to see you in the gym, and you can watch the replay. Okay, because those replays are posted automatically almost immediately after we sign off on the live stream. You can go get the replay on that. So, a lot going on, Jerry. More than we ever thought would be happening.
We are beyond where we thought we were 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it should be fun. All right, so these new live stream, these Knightline live streams, we're going to try to do things like we'll bring on some guests.
Yes.
Okay. We'll also have, at least to start, a new executive producer for the Knightline live stream. That's going to be my son, Northeastern alumni Nathan Fletcher.
Yep.
So he's going to be in here helping us with that. We appreciate that, because without him, and certainly I've said this before, without Steve Luby, we're just two guys talking to each other. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, that's about all we do anyway, Rick.
Yeah, all right. So look for that. We'll bring that up again next week. That'll be September 5th, 7 o'clock live, and then you can immediately go to the replay.
And I think we're going to try to get that sent out on the Parent Square.
Yeah.
And so we want to try to push that out there and see what we get. So with all that being said, let's talk football.
Yeah, it's football season.
Yes, it is. Finally.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a long time. So the Knights had their first ball game on Friday night, Jerry. They played Union County, a TEC foe. How the game went started slowly. And, at first it started fast because Noah Ammerman brought the first kickoff back for a touchdown.
Yep.
All right, so that was quick. But as far as the Knights go, I would say the first quarter was like a feeling out process.
Yeah.
They started kind of slowly, but once they got going, things were really rolling.
Yeah, they looked really good. I mean, the passing game looked good.
The running game was slow to get started, but it picked up as the game went on. The offensive line, protection-wise, was excellent.
Yeah.
They did very well.
And they got a quarterback in Carson Terrell. Now he's experienced. This is his third year starting. He can get the ball out there. We got a couple of receivers. I'm going to mention one right now. We all know about Noah Ammerman.
Yes.
Okay, he's been around. Logan White. Look for that name. He's only a sophomore. He had 2 TD touchdown receptions. I think he's going to be a force, and he's just learning. This is his first year back. I think he played in middle school.
Yes.
But this is his first year back. So he's a starting wide receiver. Wes Oler has plugged him right in, and he's going to be a force, I think, in coming games.
Well, and defensively, he had a couple of interceptions.
Yeah.
And some nice stops.
Yeah.
And the other thing that people are going to notice is teams are no longer starting on the 40-yard line, as we have a kicker that's putting them down where they're starting inside the 20, our opponents are. So that always makes it so much nicer on the defense.
I tell you what, you don't know what you're missing until you have one.
That's right.
And that's exactly what I'm going to say. Luke Higdon is the kicker here. He's a senior. He's a transfer from out of state.
Yeah.
And what a blessing to have a kicker. All right, we heard all year long, all summer long, I heard, we've got a kicker, we've got a kicker. Well, we finally saw the kicker in action on Friday night. And he's as advertised.
And he's never played football before.
Well, I tell you, Jerry, not only, like you say, his kickoffs were probably inside the 10-yard line, so now you're starting at the 20 or 25 versus, squib kicking starting at the 45-yard line. That's a huge advantage. He was 6 for 7 on PATs.
Yeah.
And he would have been 7 for 7 if we could have got the last one down.
Yeah. Little mishandle of the ball.
Mishandle, that's going to happen. He'll be able to kick some field goals when they're needed. Plus, Jerry, he was in on a couple tackles.
Yeah, he had a couple tackles.
He wasn't satisfied to kick the ball and run off the field. He stuck his nose right in there, and he made a couple of tough tackles on special teams, on kickoffs, and it was good to see.
I'll tell you, the other thing I liked was the defensive line.
Stout.
Defensive line had a lot of tackles, which means that the running back on the other team was not getting past that line to the linebackers.
Wow, we do get that on any football game. If you can get the running back to the second level, that's where the linebackers play. Now they got a chance to break one. But if they can't get past that defensive line, the first level, that's what you want to see. We saw a lot of that on Friday night. So congratulations to those guys.
Well, the Knights are back in action at Tri-High Friday night.
It's not going to be a gimme game.
That's not going to be a gimme at all. That's going to be... That could really be an early season determination to possibly on a conference championship for either team.
Absolutely.
I think this is going to be very interesting. I plan on being over there for that game.
I'll be there. Yeah. And what you have to understand is they went to semi-state last year. So they had a really good run. They've got some players coming back. So this is going to be a tough contest. You got a guy named Parker Burke. I believe he's coming back for Tri. They're going to see a heavy dose of Parker Burke. And they know this, all right? The coaching staff, they're watching film right now. So they know that. They knew that from last year. So should be a good test for the Knights.
Well, and I think after the game, you had an opportunity to talk with Coach Oler.
Yes, we did. So let's go to that videotape and see what Wes had to say.
All right.
Welcome to Northeastern High School to the First Financial Bank Coach's Comment, brought to you by First Financial Bank. Beth Beatty, if you need a mortgage or you need to refinance, go see Beth Beatty in Richmond at First Financial Bank. I'm here with Wes Oler. Hey, good to get the season started, Wes. What are our thoughts on our first game?
I thought we came out strong, right? It's a perfect start to the game. They defer, and we execute our wall return pretty well, and our most explosive kid takes it to the house. But then Union County responded, and then they took that punch, and we had some mistakes, and they capitalized on them. We found ourselves down, but I really was proud. By the end of that first quarter, we had kind of got our feet under us and scored a couple times, and we got kind of in a groove and a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, so that first game, there's always first game jitters. That's normal, especially you're dealing with high school kids. But I thought on defense you shut them down. So give me your thoughts on the defensive play tonight.
Yeah, I told our black wall, they pitched a shutout. Their 9 points were on the offense. We gave up a safety and then an interception that led to a quick score. So I thought they played great. Their motto is bend and don't break, and I thought Union County put together some drives, but we always found a way to get them off the field. And we got guys, our linebackers are fun to watch. Ethan Neely there in the middle had a really good game. Calvin Berhalter was in on every play, it seemed like. And I thought Union County had a good plan, and we just kind of wore them down and were able to start filling some of those running lanes that they had early, and were able to force a couple turnovers.
Good to be 1-0, isn't it?
That's right.
All right, so next week we get Tri. We remember what happened here last year.
Yes.
I believe they still got Parker Burke, if I'm correct, so you'll see probably a fistful of him next week. What are our thoughts about the next game?
Yeah, he's an elite athlete. He's big, he's fast, he's strong, hard runner. He's able to run hard and get low, and we're just going to have the group tackle mentality. We've got to take away what they do best, but we expect a heavy dose of him, and we've got to be able to get them off the field and make them have to adjust and do some things against us offensively. But I told the kids, every week is the conference championship game, so we have to approach it that way and be locked in from tomorrow at 8 o'clock in film.
All right, good luck. All right, this has been the First Financial Bank Coaches Comment. Beth Beatty in Richmond. Go see Beth if you need a mortgage or a refinance. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, that was a good interview with Coach Oler. He seems to be fairly excited about things, and also First Financial Bank is the sponsor of the Coaches Comments this year.
Yeah, we've got sponsors. First Financial Bank is one of our gold level sponsors. Beth Beatty, she's a mortgage originator there, so you go to see Beth over at First Financial Bank in Richmond. So they're going to sponsor our Coaches Comments, and this is a lot of fun, Jerry, doing that. As far as Wes, he understood that they started slowly.
Yeah,
I know he knows what he knows what's going on, and so they'll work on some things in practice this week. I think you're going to see the Knights defensively they're going to evolve.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
And I think they're going to get better. I think offensively, we mentioned this last week, offense was probably ahead of the defense, and because they got some veteran players. Okay, they got Dylan Isaacs, the running back.
Yeah.
We saw a kid named Zane Snyder.
Yeah.
All right, he had a lot of time on Friday night, and he was making some runs. So,
he's a strong running back.
Yeah, so if you can have two guys that are strong running backs, I think you're in good shape. So looks like they came out of that game, relatively healthy. Unscathed. So everybody, a lot of players got to play because of the score in the fourth quarter. So good for them. And 1-0.
1-0. And we were able to award our first Subway players of the game. In football, we're doing offense and a defensive player.
Right.
And defensively, Mr. Burkhalter, I'm sorry.
Calvin Burkhalter. There was probably, we had our brain trust up there in the press box, discussing this. Probably no doubt who got that defensive player.
Oh, I tell you, he had, I don't know how many tackles he had, but it was a bunch.
Yeah, and a lot of those he stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, one-on-ones with the running back, and it's just perfect tackle for him. It's beautiful. And offensively, probably a school record. Unofficially, I don't think we've ever had anybody kick 6 PATs in a game, more or less 6 in a row. Yeah, so that was Luke Higdon. He was our offensive player of the game. And we saw how important in this game, I think, Jerry, we alluded to kicker. That's an important facet of the game right there. And we are fortunate to have Luke here. He can, put field position for the Knights, and, he'll kick the extra point. And there's going to be a point in the season where we're going to need him for a field goal.
Yeah.
So we were able to chat with both of those guys. So let's go ahead and see what they had to say. We're back here at Northeastern High School. This is the Subway Player of the Game. Subway, eat fresh. Visit your local Subway sandwich shop in Richmond and Hagerstown. I'm with the Defensive Player of the Game, Calvin Berhalter, and the Offensive Player of the Game, that'd be Luke Higdon. Did I say that correctly, Luke? All right, I'm going to talk to Luke first, okay? Luke, come on over here. So you had a nice night, hit most of your PATs, fumbled the last one, but there was one that was fumbled, and you got it anyway. So what are your thoughts on tonight's ball game?
I enjoyed it. It was fun. I haven't played football before, so it was a good experience.
All right, it's first time. All right, so Calvin, you're a stout wall there on defense. I try. So tell us about what went on in defense.
Basically playing lineman, you just got to read your blockers, not just the ball. So, you got to read the ball too, but that's all I did. I just read the ball, played with my players, team effort, not just me. Always a team effort. So,
Hey, Luke, I want to say you didn't just kick the ball, but you also made a couple tackles. What's that feel like?
It felt amazing. First ever tackles. It was a good feeling. Really.
First-time player. Now you're out there. You're not just kicking the ball. You're actually, getting in there, making some football plays. All right, 1-0, Calvin. Good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
You got another game next week. What are our thoughts going into next week?
I'm very confident, but I like to stay humble. We got to see what happens. Got to work hard. Got to get to it. Got to be there. Show out. That's all we can do.
All right. Good luck, fellas. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. So this has been the Subway Player of the Game, Calvin Berhalter and Luke Higdon. Back to you guys in the studio.
I'll tell you what, Rick, what I like about both these gentlemen was there's no I here.
Absolutely not.
And we hear that all the time. It's actual total teamwork. I can't do it. In fact, I spoke to Luke after the game was over.
Yeah.
We're just walking down Coddington Drive there. And he said, I said, hey, great job kicking. I says, I couldn't do it without my holder and my snapper and my line.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing that story. And Calvin, he's as humble a young man as you're ever going to run into.
Absolutely.
And, kudos to his parents, because they're the ones that are instilling that in him.
Yeah.
Now, Calvin was a stud in this game.
Yeah.
And he's a leader on this team, but he's leading by example. So congratulations to you guys. If you got a whole team full of those kind of characters, then you're going to do well, no matter what. So this is fun. It was a fun game to watch. We got another tough game coming up, a conference game. So good luck this Friday night. Go to the game. It's not that far away. Be there in the stands to cheer on the Knights.
Let's talk some volleyball.
A lot of fun watching volleyball.
I'll tell you what, both of us traveled up to Union City the other night as the volleyball team took on the Indians and won fairly convincingly.
Yeah, it was not a just like you said, a very convincing win for the volleyball Knights. So I think, all right, this is just my humble opinion as a fan. Now you're more, you know a lot more about volleyball than I do, but as a fan, I'm seeing a team that's excited. Service line, minimizing the errors. I don't know what their hitting percentage was, but getting the hits in.
And it was a fairly high percentage and so forth. But when you talk about that, if you don't serve the ball in, you can't score.
There's no, you've lost the point.
You've got to get the ball over the net. You got to make the other team make a decision. Where do I play? Do I not play? Okay, that's the first part of it. The second part is they're fun to watch.
Oh, they're a lot of fun to watch.
And that's the big thing. They're fun. And we have a home match on Thursday against Monroe Central.
Right.
And we will be live streaming that game, but come to the game and watch, and you'll be like, man, this is fun. Then you'll go home and watch the game again on our ihsatv.org rebroadcast.
Yeah, I'm going to preach this for every game that we broadcast. You be in the gym, you watch the game live, you can always catch the game on replay.
Yes.
All right, if you want to watch that. I think we like doing the games, we enjoy it, but we would much rather have you in the gym watching live. I would love to see a packed house on Thursday night. Boys cheer block, we need you guys getting in there. Normally that's after football practice is over on Thursday night. And those guys are good enough. They usually show up to be part of the cheer block. So we would love to see a lot of loud and proud cheer block participants. And this is a fun team. I think they're going to have success. You see a lot of that improvement going on as the season wears on.
Well, they're going to have success because they can serve, receive, and pass.
Yeah.
And that is huge because it takes all the weight off the setter's shoulders when they're having to pass or set balls outside the 10-foot mark.
Yeah.
And those have become tough sets.
Yeah.
A lot of passes are coming inside the 10, makes it much easier for the setter. And when it's easier for the setter, it becomes easier for the hitter because they're getting great sets to hit.
Well, when you see the setter has to run like crazy just to get the pass, and that's not what you're trying to achieve here. So that's what when you're serving the ball, getting the balls in, sticking that first pass is important when you're on defense.
That's the big deal. And I think you had a chance to talk to
Ella
setter.
Yeah, Ella Coddington.
And one of our middles.
Emma Neely.
Yeah, and I'm not going to call them middle blockers because middle blockers are blockers. These are middle hitters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And our middles,
they feasted in this
had
game.
A great night.
They feasted. Now, Maddie Osterman is a middle, and she had a great night. Yeah. But she looks like a middle. When you say middle in volleyball, Maddie Osterman fits the bill. Emma Neely, all right, doesn't necessarily fit the bill as a middle, but boy, she was having a game. All right, she was really getting those balls down.
Well, and Lily Knoll did a great job passing, great job hitting, and she's got a nasty serve.
Oh, she doesn't come off the floor.
No,
she plays all around, and she just looks like she's improved a lot from last year.
Brielle Fisher, strong side hit, another one that plays all the way around all the time.
Right.
And she had like a 8 or 9 point run in the second set. So I tell you, I'm excited about it. They've also got some I call them 9-ball hitters or weak side hitters. Not that they're weak, but that's not where the bulk of the plays come from. Nicholson, left-hander, which that becomes her strong side.
That's like a lefty in baseball.
Oh,
You throw. It's almost like throwing a curveball when you have a left-handed hitter.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just not what the other teams are used to seeing. So if you can have a left-handed hitter in there, that's an advantage for you.
Absolutely. So. And even serving, a left-handed server. I mean, all works out. But anyway, you had a chance to talk.
We did. We're excited.
Yeah.
Okay, we got off track here a little bit. So let's go to that. Let's go to that interview and see what the girls had to say.
Sounds good.
This is Rick Fletcher, and I'm at Union City High School where the Lady Volleyball Knights just defeated the Indians 3-0. I'm here with Ella Coddington and Emma Neely. How you doing, girls?
Good.
All right. Ella, I want to ask you, it seems like, compared to past, you guys on the service line of really getting the balls in. You guys stress that in practice? Does your coach stress that?
Yeah, our coaches this year has really been stressing discipline with stuff like that, consistency, so we can keep the runs going. So.
All right, you had quite a run yourself there in the second set, probably at least 10, I'm guessing, if not longer. So that was fun to watch when you're on the winning side of that. Emma, tonight you and Maddie Osterman feasting in the middle. What's up with that?
We've been really working on our bond with our setter and just make sure we're on time and getting there. And our passing has been great, so we've been able to feed the middle more.
So it's nice to have a setter who just lays that ball up there for you to feast on then, huh?
Yep, it's great.
All right, going forward, our next game's a week from tonight against Monroe Central. Now, I got to tell you, ladies, since I've been following volleyball at Northeastern, we've never beaten Monroe Central. So what are we feeling about that game?
I really don't know much about Monroe's team. I know they had a few seniors who left, so I think we're all a little bit in the dark, but we're just going to play our game, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Emma, your team seems to have a lot of camaraderie from the bench players to the starters to the JV players. Is that something you guys have been working on?
Yeah, the energy is definitely there this year, and I think it will definitely carry us more.
All right. Well, thanks, ladies. Good luck going forward. Look forward to next week. We'll be live streaming that game next Thursday night that's at the Northeastern. But be in the gym and watch the replay. So we want you there. These girls deserve to have your support. We want the cheer block there so you guys see this. You come out to the game and be loud. So back to you guys in the studio.
Well, Rick, the one thing I can say about volleyball, having fun is probably not low on the totem pole, but it's at the top of the totem pole.
Well, it's all about fun. Whenever you're playing a sport, you want to have fun, and you can tell with talking to Ella and Emma, these girls are enjoying it. There's a good chemistry with this team, and I think things are bright. They're looking up for the volleyball, and I think they're just going to improve and get better and better as the season wears on.
Well, they moved to 4-1, and the JV
haven't lost yet.
4-0.
Yeah, they haven't lost yet. So the varsity's 3-1.
3-1, yeah, 3-1.
So Thursday night, be there in the gym. JV tip at 6.
6.
And we'll have live stream both JV and varsity.
Yes.
So we'll look forward to that. All right, let's move on. We've had other things going on, Jerry.
Well, let's head out to the links right now and see what the golf team's doing on the girls this year.
All right, so the girls golf, they had a match on Saturday. They had the Monroe Central Invite.
Now, there's 11 teams there, wasn't there?
That's a lot of teams, and they finished third.
Well, so, good for them.
Yeah, congratulations to them. We do have some results. I'm going to have to refer to my cheat sheet here because I can't memorize all these things.
Wait till this goes live.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to do, but it'll be. We'll figure it out here. We'll have to have a teleprompter.
Yeah, teleprompter. Yeah.
All right. So Zoe Klein, she was third in the entire field. Third medalist is what they refer it. So that's the excellent showing by Zoe. She shot an 88, and that's her personal best.
That's good.
Bailey Whistler, she's a friend of the show. We know Bailey from several different spots here. She shot a 93. And Lauren Lacey, also well known to us, she shot a 94. Ava Bales had a 112. That's her personal best. And Julia Beatty, she shot a 116. That's her personal best.
Good.
So when you use terms like personal best, what is that telling us?
That's improvement.
Improvement. Yeah. And golf's a game where you go shot to shot.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm terrible at it because I'm thinking 3 shots back that I just shanked into the woods. That's still on my mind. And when you do something like that, you have to forget about it.
Well, I still remember knocking it off the little garden gnome there, and then the windmill hit the ball and all that, and so I understand what goes through their minds.
All right, so the girls, they've got a couple things coming up. They got a Winchester match. By the time this drops on YouTube, probably would already been contested. The Wayne County tournament's coming up real soon.
Yep.
And that's going to be at Highland Lakes, I think.
I think it is at Highland Lakes.
All right, so that's a home Wayne County match, so you get a chance to go out and see that. I don't think they charge to get into these things. You can just go out on the course and watch.
Yeah.
Brian Whistler, he's the coach, and he says, he's excited because the girls are improving, getting better each time, and that's what you look for.
Yeah.
In any sport, you want to see improvement, and so that's what he's seeing. The girls are improving, so get out there and support the girls. go out to the course. It's kind of fun. You can get a cart. They'll let you take a cart and just run.
Yeah.
That's my speed right there. I just take a golf cart and run around the course. And so look for that. As a matter of fact, I think I might plan on doing that, just going out and doing that. And I would like to make a plea, if you're a parent or somebody, we'd like some video of some of these things, girls talking to some of the girls. We'd love to put them on here. We can't be everywhere, but I know the kids all have iPads. All you got to do is hit the record button and record, ask them a couple of questions. It's simple. So if you can do that and send it to us, we're going to use it whenever we can. So I think right now, Jerry, we have a few words from our gold level sponsors that we need to hear from. We want to thank all of our gold level sponsors. We appreciate it. We couldn't do some of the things that we're doing now or are going to be doing without your sponsorship, so we really appreciate that. So let's go hear from our gold level sponsors.
At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck.
Go Knights!
You've had a hard day at work and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits! The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors of the Knights. Well, welcome back to Knightline. And we're going to go into some, what I call a grueling sport.
Yeah.
Cross country.
Well, grueling because you got to run, it's a 5K, I believe is what they do.
5.1.
5.1K?
5.1 miles.
No, 3.1 miles, which is a 5K.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that how it works out?
That's how it works out.
Well, all I know is it's 1/10. It's 3 more than what I want to run.
Well, here's how I know, Jerry. I know a 10K is 6.2 miles. I have Steve Luby has been bringing me up on my math. I just cut it in half. That's how I know. So, by the way, we should mention thank you to Steve Luby. Without him, we're nowhere. I think I've said that before. I'm going to say that again. Thanks, Steve, for all you do, because without him, we're not live streaming. We're probably not doing this. We're probably just buying our tickets and going to the games.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. So thanks to Steve and all the help that he gives, as well as his wife, Tricia. She, helps out a lot. My wife, Tamara.
Yep.
She'll be helping out, and so anybody else who wants to help, we can use the help.
Always use the help.
All right.
So they went to IU East and ran that course,
Yeah,
the boys and the girls.
Boys and the girls,
Yep.
Richmond Invite.
Yep.
Okay, hosted by Richmond High School. And you've got a lot of, it's not just, there's no class in cross country, so
Correct.
it's your big schools and small schools. And there were 8 teams there. And the boys' side, I think they've got a lot of talent on the boys' side. They finished second.
Wow.
Out of 8 teams. And you had some big schools there. Chase Cates, stop me if you heard this, okay? But he finished 3rd overall. Mason Mall, he was 6th overall.
I'll tell you what, and he has really come on, in my opinion, in the last year as a distance runner, doing a great job.
Well, these guys, distance runners physically are built a certain way.
Yeah.
Definitely Chase and Mason are built, for that run.
I'm a distance runner.
Yeah, you make it from the couch to the refrigerator and then back again. You're doing okay.
Hey, that's a hard run.
You gotta get the oxygen by the time you get back to the couch. Logan Smith was 13th.
Yeah, good.
11th. Nolan Drake was 13th.
Another good run.
Grant Luby was 17th, and Bryson McFarland was 24th. So these guys are all right in there.
Well, you figure 8 teams, that's 40, 50 runners, at least.
Yeah.
And so we finished at worst case, everybody was in the top half.
Top
of the
half.
field.
Yeah.
That's great.
That is good. So, congratulations to them. I think they're excited about their season. When it comes to sectional time, regional time, they're excited about the prospects. You talk to coaches Hostetler, Tyler Hostetler, and Eric Nolan. They're excited. They've got that's a veteran team they have there.
Now, what about the girls?
Girls are improving. They finished 5th out of 8 teams, but according to Coach Nolan, they were flirting with 3rd. So compared to where they were last year when they didn't have enough, now they've got enough, and they're performing. So let's go over a couple of the results.
All right.
Marissa Cates, that's a name we're going to hear all year long, Jerry. When we talk about cross country, the Cates twins, we're going to see them toward the top of the leaderboard. She was 2nd overall for the girls.
Another good run for her.
Yep. Gracie Green, all right, she was 19th. That's not a bad. She's only a freshman.
Yeah, right.
And we're going to hear about Gracie in other sports as we go along too. But Gracie Green was 19th, and Heather Kroll. Hey, we all know Heather around here. She was 32nd. So congratulations to the girls. I think what you're going to find with the girls is, they're going to improve more on the girls' side. Hopefully the boys will continue to improve and, post some good results. But cross country, congratulations to them. I don't know when their next meet is, but they do a lot of weekend invites.
Yeah, it's a lot of Saturdays.
A lot of Saturdays. They start at 9 a.m., so they got to get to bed early on a Friday night, which they probably don't because they're high school kids. Okay, they stay up, and that's just the way it is. So, but they're out there, and a lot of times they're traveling, so they got to get here early and head it off. There's no home cross country meets.
No.
I would love to be able to get a cross-country course around here so we could host at least one meet. That'd be fun, but hey, it's not happening right now. But congratulations to both the boys and the girls for a good showing in that Richmond invite.
Well, Rick, let's take a quick break, one of our gold level sponsors, and we'll come back and finish up with tennis and a couple closing remarks.
We'll be right back.
Rick, thank goodness somebody called timeout because I am hungry.
I'm starved, Jerry. Hey, with 3 different Richmond locations and 1 in Hagerstown, here's a Subway sandwich shop near you.
And you can always order off the app for curbside pickup. The drive-thru's always open, and the way that I prefer it, I just like to walk in.
Here's your sub.
Listen, Subway, eat fresh.
Go Knights!
Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scaretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scaretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scaretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Well, welcome back to Knightline. And as we said, we're going to have a little tennis now.
Well, tennis, boys tennis, their first match, they beat Franklin County 5-0. It was really, I think Franklin County didn't have a full team, but it really didn't matter, Jerry, because I think we were dominant in that. Okay, so I'll give you some of the results of that. Colton Coy, he's number 1 singles, 6-1, 6-1. That's dominant right there. Number 2 singles was Kenyon Jaunting, 6-1, 6-1. And number 3 singles, here's a name that's familiar to us, Landon Scaretti.
Yep.
All right, one of my favorite basketball players. He was pretty dominant too, 6-1, 6-3. And number 1 doubles, you had Trade in New York and Carson Scaretti, 6-1, 6-2.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Franklin County, they had to forfeit the number 2 doubles. So that was an automatic win for the Geis number 2 doubles team, Geis Seal team. So congratulations to them. A win. On Saturday, they went to Newcastle, the Newcastle Invite, and, according to Coach Brandy Shekels, they lost a couple matches, 5-0, 5-0. So they basically got shut out.
Yeah.
But Coach Shekels was very excited because they were competitive in those matches. They played top teams.
Oh, the Hamilton Heights.
Yeah.
That's the top tennis there, the Huskies.
Yeah.
And so forth. But, yeah, I mean, tennis is another one of those momentum games.
Yeah.
You get momentum going, get your opponents on their heels. We talk momentum all the time in volleyball and so forth. But that's a big momentum game.
Yeah.
And, and Coach Shekels, she was all excited at how competitive they were playing. Even though they got beat, they were in the match.
Yeah. That's all. If you're going to play top teams like that, what she was, her hope was that's going to prepare them for their TEC season coming up. They haven't had any TEC matches yet. And, the TEC, I think, in tennis is probably, there's some competitive, competitive nature going on there. So, they're getting prepared for that. So, hey, congratulations on the win for the boys.
Yep.
And, being competitive, you lose 5-0, but there's a bright side to that, and that's what Brandy was alluding to, is the bright side of that, because there were competitive matches. They had some illness. Not everybody was able to be there at Newcastle for the invite, so that there was that. They had to sub some people in, but still, she felt they played competitive tennis, and good for them. So their next match, as we're taping here on Sunday afternoon, is on Monday. It's a home match versus Knighttown, which will probably already have happened when this thing drops. So we'll try to get out there and talk to some of the players, if we can. Again, if you're a parent and you got an iPad, maybe you can help us out with that.
Help us out a little bit.
We could use some help. So looking forward to more tennis and see how they develop. Again, you just want to see improvement. When in any sport or activity, you want to see improvement. So looking forward to see how that progresses.
Well, I think that's about it for Northeastern sports.
Yeah.
But we're going to throw one more thing in there. And I told everybody I would never say GOAT again, so I'm not. But I will say that anyone, and I'm sure a lot of our people watched the Little League World Series.
Yeah, absolutely.
And saw Hagerstown in that wild finish.
Oh, it was fantastic. I tell you, it's not the Hagerstown team anymore. It's Wayne County.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's Wayne County. And
probably Indiana, because they've been getting shout-outs from, Indianapolis.
Tucker Barnhart sent him a Facebook shout-out and stuff. So.
This team has been adopted. So, hey, go Hagerstown. Let me tell you, they're going to play Monday at 3, which, will be after this thing drops. But what a game. And who does not remember, Jerry? I don't know the name of the kid that scored the winning run.
Yeah.
But that pose that he had after the game, that's a viral right there.
Well, that could be a Sports Illustrated cover.
Oh, absolutely. So,
right there.
Hey, shout out to Hagerstown Little League.
Yeah. Congratulations
to you guys. You are doing what most of us growing up could only dream of.
Yeah.
And so enjoy every minute that you're there. Win or lose, you've already exceeded everybody's expectations.
You know what, Rick? Here's what we're going to do. I don't know if Hagerstown plays here in basketball this year, but if they do, I'll guarantee you we will have someone from that Little League team that we'll do a halftime interview with, or maybe even have on the Dot Foods pregame show.
Absolutely. And Jerry, here's what I'm going to ask. Let's put this plug in now. We don't know what I don't know what the basketball schedule is. But even if it's a away game, maybe we can go there and do the live stream. Maybe we can ask them. They let us come and do sectionals last year, just for that very reason, to get these little leaguers on the live stream. So that would be a lot of fun.
That would be fun. What a great
It's a great
thing
story.
for the communities.
It's a great story.
It's wonderful.
And it's on my bucket list. I want to go see the Little League World Series. I've always wanted to do that.
Same here. I want to.
So, hey, congratulations to you guys. Good luck the rest of the way. You
absolutely.
It's a double elimination tournament, so they got at least two more games. So hopefully they can keep on going.
Well, a lot today.
It was a busy day.
I'll be glad we go live, Rick, because we'll have a full hour to pack this in rather than trying to pack it in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that'll start September 5th, so look for that. We'll look forward to it.
Sounds good. And for Rick Fletcher, I'm Jerry Middleton, and it's been another good night.
Dun, 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 dun.